So, you've probably seen the word Git pop up everywhere, right? On job listings and coding tutorials, but maybe nobody ever really truly explained it from the very beginning. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today.
Okay, let's just start with a feeling we all know. Does this look familiar? Yeah, that frantic scramble, saving file after file, terrified that you're going to overwrite the one version that actually works. We have all been there. It is pure chaos.
And, this chaos, it leads to some really big problems. You end up with a folder just jammed with a dozen different final versions. You accidentally delete some crucial line of code, and poof, it's just gone. Forever. Or even worse, you and a teammate are working on the same file, and somebody's work gets completely overwritten. It literally makes you afraid to experiment, because what if you break everything?
So that's the problem. But what if there was a better way? A system that was actually designed to solve all of this? Well, that's where Git comes in.
To really get what Git is, let's just start with this one simple idea. I want you to forget about the normal save button, the one that just overwrites your file. Instead, imagine a special kind of save button, one that keeps a perfect copy of every single version you've ever saved. It's like having a time machine for your entire project.
And that, right there, is what Git is. It's a tool that tracks and saves the entire history of your project. But this isn't just about not losing your work. No. This ability to travel back in time to any save point, that's what gives you superpowers. It means you can hunt down bugs with incredible precision. And, more importantly, it gives you the freedom to experiment without any fear of breaking things.
Okay, let's just tackle the #1 point of confusion for beginners right out of the gate. You're going to hear these two words, Git and GitHub, used together all the time. But it is absolutely crucial to know they are not the same thing.
Think of it like this. Git is the actual software, the tool that lives on your computer. It's the thing doing all the work, tracking your history. It works completely offline, by itself. GitHub, on the other hand, is a website. It's a place to store your Git projects online. It's basically the Google Drive for your code. It's what makes it so easy to back up your work and collaborate with other people.
All right, so to really get comfortable with Git, you honestly just need to understand 5 key words. Once you get these down, you'll be able to follow pretty much any conversation about it. So let's dive in.
First up is repository, or what everyone just calls a repo. Now, don't let the technical name fool you. A repo is just a project folder. That's it. Any folder that you've told Git to start tracking is officially a repository. Simple as that.
Next up, we have commit. A commit is basically the act of hitting that special Git save button we talked about. It's a permanent snapshot of all your files at one specific moment in time, and you attach a little message to it explaining exactly what you changed.
Okay, this concept is a total game changer. A branch is like making a clean copy of your entire project, so you can go experiment on it. It's where you can try building a new feature or making a risky change. And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't, you just delete the branch. Your main, stable, working code is never touched. This is that fearless experimentation we were talking about. So, you've made a few commits, right? You've saved a few snapshots on your computer. How do you back them up online or share them? Well, that's where push comes in. You literally push your saved commits up from your computer to a place like GitHub. And the opposite of a push is, you guessed it, a pull. If your teammate has made some changes and pushed them up to GitHub, you use the pull command to download all those updates down to your own computer. It's how you stay in sync with the latest version of the project.
Okay, theory is great, but honestly, the best way to learn this stuff is just by doing it. So let's walk through, step by step, how you can make your very first commit in just a few minutes.
It really is this simple. First, git init just tells Git, hey, start watching this folder for changes. Then you just create a file like you normally would. The magic really happens in the next 2 steps. Git add gets the file ready for the snapshot, and then git commit actually takes the picture.
So, that final command is the crucial part. Git commit takes that permanent snapshot, and that little -m flag lets you add your descriptive message right there on the spot. With that one line, you have officially saved a moment in your project's history forever.
But what happens after that first save? Let's say we go into our file and we make just a tiny little change. We'll edit the text from hello Git to hello world. So how does Git actually see this change?
And this is just so cool. You run a command called git diff, and it shows you line by line exactly what happened. It highlights what was removed, that's the line with the minus sign, and what was added, the line with the plus sign. There's no guesswork. You see the change crystal clear.
And if you ever want to see the whole story of your project from the beginning, you use git log. This command shows you a list of every single commit you've ever made, each one with its own unique ID and the message that you wrote. This is your permanent, unchangeable history book.
All right, now that you know the basic commands, let's talk about the single most important habit you can build. This is what separates people who just use Git from people who use Git effectively.
If you take away only one thing from all of this, let it be this phrase: commit small and commit often. Don't wait until you've changed 10 different files to make a commit. Did you just finish one small logical task? Make a commit. This creates a really clear, useful history that's easy to read, which turns Git into an amazing tool instead of a confusing chore. And part of committing often is writing good messages. You see, a commit message like stuff is completely useless to anybody. But a message like add email validation to sign-up form, well, that tells your future self exactly why you made that change. You gotta remember, the message isn't for Git, it's a note for you.
So let's just circle all the way back to where we started. That chaotic folder full of files and that fear of breaking things. With Git, all that chaos gets replaced by control, and that fear gets replaced by freedom. It's not just a tool, it's a safety net for your creativity. So the only real question left is, are you ready to get started?